Y'all, I'm scared. My steak is literally on fire. Hey guys, I'm back with another video, but this time it is about me cooking this big old steak. It's a tomahawk steak that I got on sale. I just had to do it. I don't cook a lot of beef, but you know what? When you get a good deal, you get a good deal, okay? This is my first time cooking this type of steak, so it is a very beginner-friendly process, but I'm gonna walk you through it. And so the first thing I'm doing is just patting it dry. And I have to tell y'all, I was so nervous as I was prepping to cook this steak. It's so intimidating because in a restaurant, it's like $150 to $175, depending on where you go. So I was really scared to ruin this type of meat, but I'm gonna show you how I get into it. So next, I season the steak. I somehow missed this clip in my video, but I season it with pink salt, black pepper, and Montreal steak seasoning. And every recipe or video showed me that I need to be generous with the amount of salt I put because it is a thick piece of steak. And make sure to press down the seasoning into the steak on every side and season every part, including the sides of the meat. It is going on the grill, so make sure you really get it to stick. So now I'm pressing the meat into the grill rack, and pretty much I'm trying to get these good sear marks on here. And someone advised me that you should rotate it about a quarter of the way to try to get the cross angle mark. I don't know if that's actually going to work for me, but as you can see, my steak just caught on fire, okay? It caught on fire. But don't worry, it's just adding extra flavor. It's still going to be good, I promise. So I went ahead and flipped it over and did the same thing on the other side. And as you can see, one side kind of has the cross grill marks. The other side is just really well charred. So right now we're just gonna go ahead and pop it in the oven to finish off. And I popped it in the oven for 30 minutes at 375 degrees or medium plus steak. So next I'm working on this compound butter that I found a recipe for. Now, I'm not actually sure how good it's going to taste, but I'm just going to try it out just to add it just in case. And I've listed the ingredients on the side from the recipe. So it's not looking too great as I start preparing it, just from my personal expertise. But if I would do it over again, I would probably decrease the amount of herbs that it called for and increase the amount of salt. Like, I know it's like a herb butter, but it was like super herby. Like, I don't know. I don't really like my stuff like that, so I'm kind of torn. Let me know, have you actually tried to make a compound butter, or do you know what it tastes like? Or do you have a recipe that you can share? Because I like the idea of it, because I do like fresh herbs, but this one just was not what I would like for my steak. I don't know. For me, it was like the flavor was too strong. And it could be that just like the steak was probably gonna taste really good and it didn't really like complement it. I'm not sure. But again, I'm going to follow through with this recipe. I'm putting everything together now. So after I've actually mixed the butter, the next thing that they called for was to put it in some saran wrap. And I'm going to be reforming the butter so that it can be cut and served in slices. So after spreading it out evenly, I then go ahead and fold it over and just try to create I don't even know what to call this. It's just a butter formation. I don't know. But I'm just wrapping the butter so that it can create some kind of shape. All right, so the steak is out of the oven. It did its 30 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's looking really good. I'm really excited. I'm gonna do a little bit of a close-up, and I see some juices. I'm seeing some, crust. It's looking great. So I did check the internal temperature, and I was looking for 145 degrees Fahrenheit internal temp, which I think, please correct me in the comments if I don't have this right, but I was looking for a medium plus type of steak. I don't like my steak too pink and fleshy. I like a little bit of pink for tenderness, but something that's palatable for me. So I'm just going ahead and covering right now and letting it rest for a little bit because I still have to make my sides. And so I let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm uncovering it now, and I'm about to slice this baby open. Let's see. Okay, it's looking a little pink. All right, this, y'all, I can't lie, it's looking really good right now, or exactly what I was trying to do. So yeah, I'm really excited because it's just the perfect amount of pink for me, and I'm gonna rotate it so that you guys can see what the inside looks like. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I did not screw this up. I can't believe it. I'm going to try and zoom in on the little outer piece. This steak is just looking so juicy. Look, I'm going to squeeze a piece right now. Look. Look at that. That looks so good. Oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. And it's tasting bomb. Just look at the zoom in. It's just looking so juicy and delicious right now. It's nice and glossy and just, I can't even tell you how good it tastes. Like, I'm just so proud because I do not cook steak that often. I'm being super fat right now and dipping it in the fat and putting some herb butter on it. And at this moment is when I figured, all right, the herb butter is not hitting right now. Like, it was just way too herby, and maybe it's just because the steak was so good so it didn't actually complement it that well, but that's okay. I opted out for the butter, and here is a nice centerpiece cut so you can really get a feel for what most of the steak was like. And this is like perfect for like reheating because there's just no way that me and my husband are about to eat like this whole steak in one go. We actually were able to get 3 or 4 meals from it. So this is his plate. So I paired it with some honey balsamic Brussels sprouts and some creamy mashed potatoes. I did put a little herb butter on his, but it was so delicious. And here's my final plate. I already started eating, but y'all, this was definitely a success. Do not be intimidated and don't be afraid to try new things. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.